In the last video, we saw about Agent API and how we can send synchronous messages. And in this video, we'll see about how we can send streaming messages. So I'll jump into this documentation here. So this is the one which we tried in the last video, send synchronous messages, where we need the session ID and the access token and the prompt. And this is the response from the prompt. So today we're going to try send streaming messages. So this is the curl which I'll make use of it. And this requires the session ID, access token, and sequence ID. And basically, when you make a streaming request, messages written in the event streams. So these are all the events which we're gonna return. Progress indicator event is nothing but which indicates that the response is in progress. We'll get some test chunk events, and inform event returns the complete messages. So for example, here, this is a prompt, show me the cases associated with this contact, and inform event will hold the complete message. So this is the result from the agent. And there is also another event, end of turn event, which basically it's an event when the response is completed. So let's try this. I'll copy this curl, send streaming messages, copy this curl, go to Postman, click on import, paste the curl here. First I'll save this. I'll save this as streaming messages. I'm gonna save under this collection Agentforce Agent API, click on save. So here we need session ID and we also need the access token, and here we need to give the prompt. So in the last video, I showed you how we can create a connected app and how we can add our connected app to the Agentforce and how we can generate the token, how we can create a session. So I'll make use of those requests which I already created. So first thing is I'll try to generate the access token. So this is the request. Hit on send. Here we got the access token. Let's copy this access token. Copy that access token. And the next step is we need to initiate a session. So we need to get the session ID. So click on this session ID request. So this is the agent ID. And if you go to the body, I provided the endpoint. Go to headers, change the access token here. Save it, hit on send. Now we got the session ID. Copy the session ID. Go to the streaming messages request. Change the session ID here. And we also need to provide the access token. If you go to headers, we need to provide the access token. Use the same access token. And if I go to body here I need to provide the prompt. So instead of using this prompt, I'll give my own prompt here. I'll say I want to cancel my reservation. And in sequence ID, let's give 1. Save it, click on send. Let's see. Now we got different events. As mentioned in the documentation, we got the text chunk event, we got the inform event. So basically inform event is the one which consists of all the message. So if I go to this thing, you see inform event returns the complete message from the agent. And if I go to Postman, so this is the prompt which I entered. I want to cancel my reservation. And here this is a message which I got from the agent. Sure, I can help with that. Could you please provide the reservation number? And there is also one more event, end of turn event. If I go to this thing, you see end of turn event when the response is completed. So I'll pick one reservation record which is in confirm status. Let's pick this 0026. Copy this. This time its agent is asking me to, if you go to inform event, agent is asking me to give the reservation number. So I'll do the same here. I'll give the reservation number and I'll change the sequence to 2. Hit on send. Now again we got the test chunk event and inform event and end of turn event. Let's open inform event. Let's see what it returned. So it is asking me to provide the reason. So I'll give the reason now. So I'll say change in plan will be my reason, and change the sequence ID to 3 now. Save it, click on send. Now again, we got some events here. So this time we saw this progress indicator event. Let's see what is this. So if I go to this thing, you can see there is one more event called as progress indicator event, which indicates that the response is in progress. So it's in progress. We got the test chunk event, and inform event will have the message, the complete message. If you see, your reservation has been successfully cancelled. Let's see in Salesforce. Go to reservation record and refresh it. You can see status is marked as cancelled. The cancellation reason got populated with the message which we given in the postman. Now let's try another API. So we also have one more API called as submit feedback. So we can also submit the feedback for the agent. This is the curl which we have. So I'll explain you what is submit feedback. So basically what I'll do is I'll open one contact record. Let me open this contact record, John Smith. And once I open this contact record, Agent Force recommended few actions for me. Let me draft an email. So let's see what it drafts. So here I have an option to like or dislike this. So here I can submit my feedback here. So I can simply click on like, or I can click on dislike as well and provide my comments here. The same thing we're going to try it from the agent API, that is from the postman. So we want to submit a feedback for the given prompt. So we can do that as well. Go to this, just copy this curl, open postman, click on import, paste the curl. I'll save this curl as submit feedback. I'm going to store it under Agent Force Agent API collection itself. Save it. And this requires the session ID. And if I go to body, feedback can be two things, good or bad. If you want, you can change it to bad as well. And you can use some message text, like I'll say text or something like that. And I have to provide the session ID. I already generated one session ID. I'll make use of the same session ID. Copy the session ID and paste the session ID here. We also need the access token. I'll use the same access token. Go to headers, copy the access token, paste it here. So let's click on send. We got the status 201 created, and you can see if the feedback was received, you get an HTTP 201 response, and we got the same status code. So basically what happens there is when we submit the feedback, so it basically stores in the data cloud. Basically if I go to data cloud, and if you go to here, you can open this link. We have some DMOs where this data is collected. I can go to Data Explorer, search for feedback DMO. There are two DMOs, GenAI feedback and GenAI feedback detail. Here it stores good or bad. If I want to see the message, I think here I can see feedback detail. So you can see these are all the messages which I given. These are the feedback which I submitted. Usually it will take some time to, now we just submitted the feedback, right? So we have to wait until the job is completed. But these are some old feedback which I submitted from the agent force and from the API as well. Thanks for watching.